Now, Memorial Day this year coincides with the anniversary of these events. Now, normally, these black World War I veterans who died in uniform, as they and others who died with them were trying to defend freedom and justice for all right here on American soil, right here in Tulsa. But they do not get honored. Those veterans' graves are not marked with flowers and flags, in part because most of the people who died in the Tulsa massacre of 1921 were buried in unmarked graves. The ultimate meaning of these events to our city has yet to be determined. For most of Tulsa's history, our citizens, our government, and our school systems have ignored and avoided and kept silent about these events. That's why it's up to us, those of us alive in Tulsa today, to remember the events and the people whose blood was spilled, and to give them a meaning and a legacy worthy of their loss. As religious people, we are not called to deny death. We're called to sanctify it. We are called to do for our neighbors as we would have done for us. Arguably, this is one of, if not the most formative event in Tulsa's history. And yet, we still don't talk about it very much. And when we do, we hear people say, "Why are you bringing that up? Can't we just be over it?" What people who say this don't understand is that our collective grief is no different from our individual grief. It doesn't go away through denial and avoidance. When you or I lose a loved one, the more we try not to talk about it, not to deal with it, the longer the pain and the sorrow lasts. We all know that the only way to heal from loss is by acknowledging the grief, talking about it, and making meaning of it. We can't get around it. The only way out is through. The question that besets us all at different points in our lives is, how do we turn painful and inexplicable loss into purpose and hope and even into blessings? If a person's death does not cause us to reflect and call us into new life and new hope, then we have lost twice. We have lost the person who died, and we've also lost the chance to grow from it. We honor people who've died when we live in ways that give them and their lives meaning. Now, as you may know, after my daughter died, my brother and my father began building schools in her name for children in Mayan Indian villages in Guatemala, where my brother lives. And my wife, Anitra, began instituting health and wellness programs in Tulsa public schools and started to work with others to establish a children's museum here in Tulsa. When Jesse Williams, the pastor of New Dimensions Church, passed away tragically 19 months ago, many people committed to do their part to ensure that Tulsa would continue to have a vibrant church with the good news of inclusion for all people, regardless of color, class, creed, or sexual orientation. These are just a few recent examples of people who we know and what they've done to make meaning and to create a positive legacy out of a painful tragedy. Did you hear that this week the 1,000th American soldier died in Afghanistan? By now, well over 4,000 American soldiers have died in Iraq. Those wars continue, and therefore so will the parade of flag-draped coffins. The soldiers inside those coffins are of every color and religion known to humankind. This weekend, as we honor all of the Americans who have died defending our democracy and the notion of freedom, equality, and justice for all, let us also keep in our love and memory those who died in and out of uniform a few miles from where we are right now, trying to defend those same principles in 1921. And let us live our lives so that their deaths will have meaning, real meaning, so that our children's children will sing of us. Once upon a time, the trees bore strange fruit, but they planted a seed of reconciliation, and it took root. May we carry both the burdens and the blessings of all who have died to defend our freedom. God bless you. Amen.